About 35% of union members are conservatives and tend to vote Republican. So, I mean, it's not unusual that you have a UAW member who votes Republican. They just don't make it publicly known because the union will browbeat you and try to intimidate you into not voting Republican. And that's what I'm objecting to, is the union's political influence. The union bosses want you to support liberal Democrats, and I won't. I'm a conservative. I was a conservative when I hired in, and I'll continue to be a conservative. So if right to work was passed, I would remain in the union, but I feel like I would have more of a say, and that the union bosses would have to listen to my opinion, as well as the 35 or 40% of my fellow union members who are conservatives like I am. But I'm just a spokesman. I'm out in front speaking publicly, where the other majority of the other 40% don't want to speak up because they don't want to deal with the harassment and intimidation of the union bosses.
Sure. Talk a little bit about your work experience in union. You said you worked for a couple big three companies.
I worked for Chrysler for 11 years. I was a union member, and now I've been at Ford Motor Company for 16 years. So 27 years combined between Chrysler and Ford. You're okay as a conservative who votes Republican, as a union member, if you keep your mouth shut. They come around, they promote voting for the candidates they support, which are always Democrats, 99% of the time. But if you start speaking out that you don't want to support those people, and you start objecting to your union money being spent to influence and encourage people to vote for Democrats that you don't support, then the union starts coming down on you. And I've had a lot of harassment and attempts at intimidation, people trying to get me in trouble at work, union supporters, because I'm outspoken about my conservative views.
Sure. So your hope is that, I mean, you said you support collective bargaining rights.
Absolutely.
So this would allow your union to continue to bargain on your behalf,
Absolutely.
but perhaps limit their ability to have as much money in the political arena.
Exactly. The unions have become pretty much a fundraising arm of the Democrat Party, and that's what I object to. I'm 100% in favor of collective bargaining, and right to work will not end collective bargaining. That's what the union doesn't tell the members. As a matter of fact, they tell them the opposite. They say if right to work passes, you're going to be working for $15 an hour, and we're not going to be able to collectively bargain with the company anymore. That's totally false, and it's a lie. It's misinformation. The union's been misleading its members for decades. That's got to stop.